Reddit is where two brain cells fight for third place. Never be a Redditor.
Hope you guys enjoy this one. We've got like peak Reddit moderator behavior here, like peak modern audience weirdo type stuff going on. You may recall a few weeks ago we were talking about the CEO of CI Games. CI Games being the developer and publisher behind the game Lords of the Fallen, and the CEO being Marek Tymiński. He was making the news because back on January 12th of 2025, he ran a poll on his Twitter account that said, "In a medieval fantasy action RPG experience, what do you prefer to choose between? We will follow the final result."
Oh man, if I have never seen anything more vile, Trump supportive than actually calling body types male or female. This just makes my blood boil, obviously. Yeah. Okay, whoever is against this is insane. They should be placed in a mental asylum and never let out because there is probably no cure for stupidity of this kind.
First option being body type A/body type B, the second option being male or female, and the third option being none of the above. This tweet began to set off the modern audience types who are very offended by this simple poll, which is obviously a ridiculous thing to get offended by. A more reasonable critique of this tweet would be how in the game
Lords of the Fallen was already, by the way, under fire one time for doing something that the woke audiences didn't like. And I'm not sure if the CEO actually believes any of this or is actually trying to grift. No clue, honestly. But, I mean, I'm happy that he is at least pretending to be on the right side. If he's not, actually. Because that is good, okay? Listen. If violence is not the solution, you're just not using enough violence. We can make people see the light.
Lords of the Fallen, they did use body type A/body type B according to my recollection. So some people did argue that the framing of this tweet was rather disingenuous, and that it might therefore be a disingenuous way of trying to get publicity for his game. Of course, make up your own mind on that, form your own opinion on that stuff. But what we do know for sure is, once again, the modern audience types are very offended by this, including
the reason why I think this could be a publicity stunt is because, well, Lords of the Fallen was Dark Souls, but yeah, not really that liked as Dark Souls. But not exactly bad at the same time. So, you know, it has a place to become actually kind of big.
Reddit mods on the subreddit for Lords of the Fallen. That takes us to this new post. Only 14 hours ago, the account Lords of the Fallen _mods made announcement addressing the CEO of CI Games' politically motivated agenda.
Ooh.
Direct links to X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram are no longer permitted. First of all, let's talk about the account this was posted on, Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah, let's keep our echo chamber even more echoey. Why not? Sure, what a great design. Someone doesn't agree with your opinion? Exile them.
Fallen mods. This seems to be an account made on January 25th with the sole purpose of making that post, which is interesting because there's already like a dozen mods on that subreddit, but none of them wanted to post on their main accounts. Instead, they made this new account to make that post on, which only makes the situation even more amusing. Now let's see what these mods have to say. The CEO of CI Games, Marek Tymiński, is actively supporting and promoting fascist ideology under the guise of catering to the player base. As a moderation team, along with many gamers worldwide, we are deeply shocked and disgusted by the events of the past weeks.
Bro, what are you even talking about? You probably don't get paid, you stupid loser. Go get a job. Stop yelling. I'm a mod Reddit, mom. Oh, no, it's not important. It's not a real job. Shut up. Fuck off.
There's a hyperlink there of this alleged fascist behavior. When you click it, it takes you to xcancel.com, which I guess is a way of viewing Twitter without using Twitter, it seems. The point is, they're accusing him of being a fascist because of his Twitter.
What the hell is this? How should attractively the male characters look? Huh. Rugged and badass. Yeah, obviously.
Account, because on his Twitter account he has the audacity to make polls like the one we read a moment ago asking about male or female options, and another one, for example, saying, should lead video game characters be widely considered attractive / aspirational by the majority of players?
Yes.
This one that says, how should attractive lead male characters look in an action RPG? Similarly, this one that says, how should attractive lead female characters look in an action RPG? And lastly, this one that says, Souls-like art.
Okay, listen. I'm not throwing any gay allegations anywhere, but the fact that... Okay, listen, if here for the gameplay, my ass.
And lastly, this one that says Souls-like RPGs often allow co-op play, but should invasions be optional in this mode? This is what the Lords of the Fallen subreddit mods are referring to as fascist behavior. Even for a group of politically brain-rotted and terminally online Reddit mods, that seems pretty dang extreme. Anyways, continuing with the Lords of the Fallen Reddit mod post, they say, in response, we have removed all CI Games and Hexwork officials from the moderation team. However, we want to make it clear that
Oh my god, so there is this, so this is what's happening. There is this game that these people are in no way associated with. They didn't make it, they didn't promote it, they didn't do anything for it. And this game is an official thing, right? It exists. And then these people make a subreddit for it. And then they're like, no, we're gonna completely hijack this subreddit from the game because of our political beliefs. That is insane. This should not be allowed on Reddit. These people are not gamers, they're just political activists, and I'm tired of it.
that those removed are honorable and decent individuals, and we have nothing but respect for them. Every interaction we've had with them since the game's launch has been nothing short of extraordinary. Unfortunately, this decision affects the wrong people. So they actually removed the official developers, official employees of CI Games and Hexworks from the mod team. And just to clarify, Hexworks is the developer studio, but they are owned by CI Games. Continuing, they say, our concerns are directed solely at the CEO, and at this time, no one else. Over the past several weeks and months, we have seen a significant increase in hate speech, misconduct, and violations of Reddit whenever content from these platforms is shared.
Reddit? Oh no, that's even more cringe than I could have ever expected.
Additionally, we have experienced an influx of users spreading fascist views, both on the subreddit and...
I really want to see these fascist views, okay? I really want to see these things. I don't want to see the hate speech. I want to see the misconduct. I want to see the everything, okay? Because it's probably hilarious. Someone vaguely points out probably that they want gameplay more than politics, and they're like, literally Hitler! Yeah, probably how it goes, sadly.
Via mod mail. Let us be clear. We do not tolerate any violations of our behavioral rules, nor do we condone or support fascist ideology. Anyone engaging in such misconduct will face a permanent ban. You can find our subreddit's rules here or in the sidebar. Why are we banning these platforms? While the rise in misconduct related to X, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is a key factor, there are additional reasons for this decision. Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. Then they talk about not allowing screenshots from those platforms either, saying that these rules take effect immediately. Finally, saying alternatives to Twitter. Blue Sky is a great alternative, and many users now listen.
Blue Sky is a great alternative if you want to find kitty dead diddlers.
Have already made the switch. If you have any suggestions for improving this process, feel free to share them in the comments or via mod mail. Additionally, if any other moderators from other subreddits would like access to the auto moderator scripts we've written, we're happy to share them. Simply contact us via mod mail. The Lords of the Fallen mod team. Except this whole thing is going really poorly for them. You can take a look at all the responses they're getting, and they're essentially all laughing at and or criticizing the mods for this insane move. For example, top response is like, you know what really is fascism? A small minority trying to dictate, censor, and control the majority. Another saying, the fact that you guys can't see the irony in this makes me believe you're not all there upstairs. Not only was what he said not fascist, you guys perform a hostile takeover because you disagreed with his opinions. Your rules or else. Reddit mods never beating the stereotypes. And this one that says, can you share a single screenshot of actual fascist images from Eric? Or is this just about the male/female and literally nothing else? I don't get it.
I really want to see it because it's going to be funny.
I'm pretty left-leaning, and this still seems incredibly stupid unless you can show evidence to back up your claims. Response to that saying, same here, and I think the post by the mod team is an overreaction that borders on parody. Response they got saying, for real, even if the guy's a
I mean, you're a Reddit mod, okay? You're not living the average life, okay? Arguably, you're not alive to begin with. But my god, I mean, there are some things that you need to have as Reddit mod, okay? First and foremost, it probably had a lobotomy, but, you know, probably.
Fascist, this is a complete overreaction. I love how often the dev posts here, take feedback, answer questions, etc. It makes no sense to remove them and kill what made the sub so good in the first place. So yeah, that just makes it even more crazy. They had actual active developers on the subreddit answering questions and talking about feedback and stuff like that. Pretty rare thing, really. But hey, let's go ban all of them because offended by polls. We'll take a look at a few more top responses, and of course, let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments. The next one reading, imagine banning every other social media platform and the actual demodding of the actual developers of the game over quote-unquote disinformation and quote-unquote political motivated agendas, and saying this stuff with a straight face. The current power-hungry mods of the subreddit have an obvious political agenda, which is why they want to remove all communication from any platform except Blue Sky. I hope the developers shut this subreddit down and
The best part is Blue Sky is like a complete joke. No one is on there, literally except a bunch of kitty diddlers. That's it.
Make an official one. That
honestly, being on Blue Sky should probably mark you with some kind of I have very wrong intentions.
Isn't held hostage by angry leftists acting like fascists. This top response questioning why the mods don't just resign, saying, if you mods are so offended by this decision, why not just resign from your position? Let other people take your place. The response they got reading, because they lose any sense of a power trip they have in their life. And finally, we'll take a look at this top response that says, you loser mods have completely lost the plot. Reddit is ironically a bigger echo chamber than X. That is saying something because X is absolutely toxic. You act as if everyone who doesn't hold your view is a fascist. Heck, the word is going around so much that it's losing its meaning. Reddit has become so radical that I don't even recognize a platform anymore. I used to look to the sub for news. I guess I can't anymore because sore loser mods want to virtue signal and cut ties with the devs. This is a mistake on so many levels, and all for some person you don't agree with. Yeah, because banning links is totally going to make a difference. You mods need to touch some grass. Edit, on top of that, you promote a site...
They're Reddit mods because they don't touch grass, okay?
...that has a CP problem. Nicely done. Back over on Twitter...
No! No! Ah, that guy knows what's up.
Tominsky would respond to the post, simply saying in this tweet, the everyone is a Nazi thing is getting really boring and out of touch. Truth always wins in the end. Trust is built through authenticity and transparency, not by shifting narratives. Players first. In response to Merrick, some users are reporting that the mods have already begun banning people that disagree with them. For example, users...
Yeah, I mean, I honestly surprised any of this is up. That's kind of questionable. Why is it up? I mean, they at least probably banned the first initial, like, tens of people who started posting that the mods are retards on a power trip, right?
User Gold and Silver showing this screenshot saying you've been permanently banned from participating in Lords of the Fallen. And right below him, another user, Drongi, posting a similar message. It wouldn't be surprising if the mods go through all of the posts criticizing them and banning those users too. But currently, that's where things are for the situation.
I mean, that's completely fine by me. Again, you're using Reddit. You're just wasting your time, wasting your oxygen, wasting your life for nothing. There was time when Reddit was presumably good. Never used it. But, I mean, that time is long, long past. Now it's just a giant echo chamber. Anyway, that was Hero Hate 10 out of 10. Bye!